2 months on Zepbound and it went by in a blink of an eye. Today, I am going to discuss with you my measurement symptoms and weight and overall progress throughout these 2 months and overall thoughts. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. To all my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing and being here. You guys have been showing me so much support that it is completely mind-blowing and overwhelming. I appreciate each and every one of you and all of you who continue to share your progress in the comments section. You guys are doing absolutely amazing. And make sure that you stick around towards the end because I will be sharing my side-by-side photos from day one before I started the Zepbound shot to my 1-month update and now 2-month update with my side-by-side, so you can see how I have been transforming little by little. It almost seems like I started this yesterday, but it's been 2 months and that is absolutely insane. A new thing that I'm also going to be starting, and if you stick around for, is my community spotlight. Stick around to the end for that. All right, guys, so I may look like a Pepto-Bismol bottle, but I'll have you know that pink is my favorite color. All shades of pink, but mainly fuchsia. But my other outfit that I will be actually taking a picture in to show my side-by-side is in the wash. Did not realize that it was dirty until I went looking for my outfit today and I was like, oh, it's dirty. So while that's in the wash, I will be doing this video, and towards the end, I'll probably change into it so that I can take my pictures and show you the side-by-side, because I want you to actually see what it looks like in the same outfit so you can see how I've progressed. Let's get into the good stuff. We are going to, first of all, start with my shot. Guys, I am on my 9th shot of Zepbound. Can you believe it? Because I promise you, this felt like just yesterday, right? That I started my first shot. If you guys have been following me from the very beginning, I actually started on my thighs and now I have moved into doing it in my abdominal area. I will discuss more about that in a little bit because I do want to start off with symptoms, but let's get this shot done first. I've already left it out for quite some time. It is 10:45 in the morning, and only because I took time to actually do my hair and makeup. Also, since we have a lot to cover, a little disclosure, this video might run a little long, so get comfortable. Grab yourself some coffee, some tea, maybe a light snack. Yeah. All right, first thing is first, we are going to start with the shot. I've already prepped the area. I let it dry, and now we are going to go in with the shot. I'm gonna go up here because I went lower before. All right, she is done. 9th shot in the books. I love these shorts, actually. They're high-waisted and they really suck me in. Love them. All right, guys, so let's go in with week 8 symptoms. And then we're going to talk about, like I said, towards the end, overall, everything, like the last 2 months. Symptoms for this week. Symptoms for this week included heartburn, lots of it. So I think I discussed last week how I started to experience heartburn after I ate a certain dish. It was fried food. And there was also this chicken buffalo dip that I had tried out that was spicy, which I am not a fan of spice, but I had it because it was really good. Like I couldn't stop eating it, even though I hate spicy food. It was really weird, but I had it anyway. And I had terrible heartburn that night. And this week, as you guys know, I went to Georgia last week, last Thursday to be exact. I was, guys, you saw me. I was a whole entire mess. I think that's why I actually took the time to do my makeup and hair today. I felt like I looked crazy last week. So I wanted to pretty it up for you guys. I didn't want to scare you guys off. But yeah, so this week while I was in Georgia, I had many different types of food. I will be sharing why I went to Georgia in my video. Guys, I am grinding out today. I am trying to get a video out today, Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, because you guys know that Fridays are my weight loss update videos. So stay tuned to that every single Friday. And Saturday, I am trying to release my life update, me update, so you guys get to know me a little bit better. So if you are interested in watching all those three and you guys can tune in, feel free to do so. I am really, you guys are not, you're going to see this video before I'm advertising the Thursday video. Hopefully you guys will catch it. And if you didn't, then please feel free to tune in after this video if you guys want to watch my Thursday video and then Saturday for my other video. Okay. So yes, I was in Georgia, had different foods, and I had heartburn a lot of the time. I just had my little baggie of Tums because I carry them everywhere and had that. So yeah, that was unpleasant. The heartburn, it really just kind of, it's so bothersome. Like you just have this thing just going up and down, like from like my throat all the way down into this area of my chest. Very uncomfortable. I am trying to learn the foods that are triggering that. Like I said, I already knew what I ate last Saturday that possibly triggered that. And I am trying to learn what keeps it coming back because I do not like that feeling. But I feel like that's what this journey is all about. It's just really kind of learning yourself, learning your body, taking it week by week. I also had headaches this past week and they were on and off. But as I've mentioned before, there are a lot of things which you can't really tell if they are just life circumstances or the shot. And I'm going to give an example of this because if you guys remember, towards the beginning of my journey, I was doing the shot on my thighs and I was having soreness every time. And I was really sore in my thighs and in my glutes. Guys, I complained about it literally every single video in my first month. I kept on telling you guys that on Wednesdays, I would go to my chiropractor, right? So for the past month, I would say I've been injecting myself in my stomach. So it really had nothing to do with my thighs or my glutes. And then I had this realization. This has nothing to do with the shot. The soreness in my thighs and my glutes, I think, has nothing to do with me putting it in my thighs and has everything to do with the fact that every single week on Wednesday, I've been going to the chiropractor. And I believe that that's what's making me sore. And they do say that I have a lot of tension in my glutes and in my thighs. And I just think it's overall my body reacting to stress. I carry a lot of stress in my shoulders and in my neck area. When I went yesterday, he was telling me that I was really inflamed up here. They give me these little shots to kind of calm down the area. And that's basically, I think, what has been causing the pain in my glutes and my thighs, because that's where my body is going with the stress. Like, and then on top of that, they are cracking you each and every single way. He's stretching me here. He's pressing down there. It's a whole ordeal. And my body is sore from it. So it had nothing to do with the GLP-1 shot. It had nothing to do with these weight loss injection shots. So I can't say that that was a symptom of the shot. It's just simply because I've been going to the chiropractor without fail every single week to help me with my pain and my body. With this headache, I was also under some kind of stress. So you guys know on Thursday, I was running around like a chicken without a head. I kept on saying it, right? I was looking crazy with my wet hair, with me running from here to there, trying to get everything done before going to the airport. So by the time I got to the airport, I just had such a terrible headache. I took some coffee because, you know, I try to solve everything with coffee. I had some coffee and that, you know, didn't even take it away. I was just overwhelmed with the day and trying to get everything done. So I did have headaches, but it wasn't just on Thursday. I did have sporadic headaches throughout the week as well, which I believe is also due to just not having a real good routine with eating. And I really do believe after being on this medication for 2 months, one has to do with the other. You should really get yourself into a routine of eating breakfast, maybe a light snack, lunch, maybe a light snack, dinner. And then me, I'm always snacking. But we'll get into that in a little bit. So headaches, heartburn were definitely present, and a little bit of anxiety. Again, a lot of these things have to do with just me being overwhelmed as a whole. and in life. And I do want to address a lot of that on Saturday's video, but that has been mainly my symptoms for this past week. There was one day, before I close out symptoms, there was one day that I don't think I ate too well in the evening, that I woke up with this only pain. OMG, like hunger pain. I woke up in the morning and I was so hungry that I thought I was going to pass out. Like I literally had a moment where I thought I was going to pass out because I've never felt this hunger pain so strong before that it felt like it squeezed my inside. If you guys have ever felt that, let me know. But this was like, oh my God, I hadn't eaten in weeks and I needed something in my system right then at that moment. So that happened. And the nausea wasn't as terrible. I was really preoccupied last week, but I was still able to eat my normal foods. Like I said, I don't eat a lot. I will eat maybe half of what I've already been eating and call it a day. And it's funny because I did buy some protein shakes and some yogurts, and I ended up leaving it in my daughter's fridge because I didn't eat it. I didn't have any of it because I had just been running around here and there and we were grabbing food on the fly, that kind of thing. So that wraps up symptoms. It wasn't a bad week 8. All right, guys, we are going to now jump into measurements and see how I did. Guys, I am going to also share with you something incredible that happened. You guys know that I have been using this Renpho digital tape. Well, you're not going to believe this. The company actually reached out to me and they sent me the scale, like the full bells and whistles scale. I actually opened it yesterday because I was so excited, and I will insert that clip here. But guys, this is all because of you guys. Like you guys, like I said, have kept me going. You have helped me grow this channel. Your support has been so amazing. So I have had the opportunity to now receive this scale and give a full overview of my weight loss progress. But I am going to use my old scale because when I do use the scale, I want to be fully informed. But I will give you a snippet of me opening that. So here it goes. Y'all, wait till you see what I got. Oh, now. Okay, got it. Okay. This is exciting for many reasons. Hold on. Let me see what I can get to open this. Oh, I can just open it from here. Wait till y'all see it. Tell you all about this. Okay, super excited. We gonna use this. I'm too excited and I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm like a kid with a gift at Christmas. All right, so this is the Renpho Morphoscan Base Body Composition Scale, 50 plus body metrics, 8 electrodes, LED display readings. All right, let's see what it says here. 8 bioelectrical impedance analysis sensors provide an expanded, in-depth 50 plus body metric breakdown by limb with direct access to app readings via the LED scale display. I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna read all about it. Okay, hold on. 24 body composition metrics, so weight, body fat mass, body fat percentage, minerals, minerals bone mass, minerals percentage bone percentage, muscle mass, muscle percent, body water mass, body water percent, protein mass, protein percent, skeletal muscle mass, skeletal muscle percent, visceral fat index, basal metabolic rate, fat-free mass, subcutaneous fat, SMI, metabolic age, BMI, weight level, body type, waist to hip ratio, and optimal weight. Wow. Hi guys, so I wanted to jump on here real quick. It is Thursday evening and my video of what I eat in a week is up. I just mentioned that it would be up. And I wanted to jump on here because I wanted to give you a quick disclosure as to that video. I want you to realize that that video is based on what I eat in a week, completely raw, transparent. Like that is what I eat in a week. I never jumped on here and claimed that I eat healthy. I wanted to be as honest and real with you as possible. I could have easily tried to film salads and yogurts and healthy lifestyle living. And honestly, it's the reason why I hesitated so much in wanting to put together a video like that. I know that a lot of us in this community struggle with food as it is. It's the reason why we are trying to lose weight. We, are struggling to lose weight. So I am losing weight despite all the unhealthy things that I am eating. I've disclosed in previous videos. It is something that I am working on. I am a work in progress. I have not achieved just that healthy lifestyle, the healthy living, the healthy eating through and through. It's just not the way that I am living each and every day. Also mentioned in previous videos that I've noticed that the reason why I've gained so much weight, aside from the fact that I do love my sweets, it's because I eat large portions of food. I cannot stop myself from eating. So, the reason why I feel like this weight loss has been working for me is because I'm eating less of what I normally eat, and my cravings for sweet have been curbed thanks to the shot. Now, this is not the end of my journey. I am still very new in this journey. It's 8 weeks. And I really wanted to just put this out there in case something like that is going to trigger you. Maybe it's best not to watch it. And I do apologize for anyone who might be triggered by that video because of the things that I eat. But the truth of the matter is that I am being completely raw and transparent with you so that you know exactly what I've been eating in a week. And last week just happens to be a little bit more off because I was also away from home. It was a lot of whatever I could grab on the go. And that is where I am in my journey right now. So I just wanted to leave that out there before I jump into the next segment, which is going to be measurement. And I do apologize if it offended anyone or made you feel any type of way. Okay, let's get back into it. Okay, we are going to start with the measurements. I am unsure what I did last week because I am not seeing my measurements from last week, which is a little bit weird. I have to go looking through it. And if not, at least I still have the measurements because I track them anyway manually as well. I like to write things down, guys. I just do. So I'll have to update that. It just seems like it's not in there, or I might be looking in the wrong place. But anyway, let's start and let's see where I am today with my measurements. We're going to start with the waist. I'm going to bring this down. All right. Bring this up a little bit. So I want to do the waist where the curve is the indent of right here, right? That's where it should be. I love how this Chicho is just eating up the measuring tape in the back. Like, all right. If you guys are Hispanic, you know Chicho is like that extra like fluff. I don't know how to say it in English, but if you don't know Spanish, there you learned yourself a new word, Chicho. Is this extra fat right here? Well, it's all the fat. Chichos are like fat, like rolls. Fat rolls is what a Chicho is, or as we call it. Okay, so we're going to do this again. I accidentally entered it under abdomen, so we're going to do waist. It is here where the indent is, and now I am going to bring it down. And there it goes. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Bring it in. Waist here. All right. That is the waist. 33.3. Right? And abdomen, because I already logged it, I might as well. The abdomen should be here, right? So I'm just going to do that real quick. Might as well. And this is reading 35.94. Now, I'll tell you why that makes a lot of sense to me. since we're here. My waist, I believe, is slimmer, but this little poof here, like I carry this little pouch down here, which I'm sure um, a lot of us women have. We call it the little fupa. So that would make sense why that is larger than up here. Um, I carry like a lot of weight down here and up here. So that is one thing that makes complete sense to me. And because, let me bring this up because you know how uncomfortable I'd be feeling talking with my, my stomach all out. I will say that because I wear a lot of high waisted clothing, whether it's jeans, whether it's like tights, and also fajas, the fajas will cinch you in. And I was getting used to wearing them every single day. I wore them for like about 2 to 3 years without fail. And so I ended up burning around the waist a lot because I kept on wearing them. So that makes a lot of sense to me. Like I said, now that I've gained the weight, it really kind of went overall to the stomach, but I continue to wear things that always cinch me in at the waist, even when I was heavier. All right, so we're going to do the hip area, right? So let's do hip and bring you in. And the hip is at 42. Make sure I'm good here. Am I even? 42.04. We're going to do the thigh. Which thigh am I doing first? Let's do the left thigh. And we got on the left thigh 22.99 inches. So let's confirm that. And let's move on to the right thigh. Again, let's do it right here around the thick of it. Straighten out a little. And I got 22.95 inches. Okay. We're going to do the chest now. Let me bring this down. All right. Let's do chest. Where did you go, chest? Here we go. And this is measuring 36.57. And I am going to save all. Save. Confirm. And I will look into what I did last week and see if it's saved. I am a whole entire mess. I went to measure my arm. I didn't record it. So let's do it again for you. But I can't believe this. Let's measure the arm. I thought it was recording and it wasn't. But I believe this is right here, the middle of my arm. And we're just going to bring that in. And we have 13.22 on the left arm, right there. I'm going to bring this out, stretch it out a little bit. And we're going to do it right here. That looks to be the middle of my arm. You can see that's the biggest part. And that comes out to 13.70. Oops, hold on. 13.70. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the weigh-in. I'm going to use the scale that I've been using this entire time first, and then we're going to use the Renpho scale. Now, let's keep in mind that these are two different scales. I don't know which one is calibrated the best, but at the same time, the same way I started with the Renpho, that I used the manual measuring tape and then the digital measuring tape, I knew there was going to be a little bit of a difference. So I anticipate a little bit of a difference with the scale as well. But either way, like whether it reflects less or more, I will go today off the measurement of this scale just for the sake of the consistency of me getting on that scale. But I also want to start with the weight on this scale so that we have something to compare it to next week. So let's get to it. Right, let's put this down. Let's see. All right, 164. Let's do it again. 164 pounds. Now, guys, that means that I lost 0.2 pounds. And now we're going to use my fancy scale. Put it right here. Now I'm going to screen record using the scale. We're going to do the body comp. I'm going to step on the scale, put my fingers here. Slightly bent, it says. All right. So this one says 163.6. I'm letting it read my body scan. I think it read everything. All right, it just shut off. I'm going to gently put this back. And let's talk about it. Okay, guys, let's really quick discuss the measurements. I'm putting it up here on the screen. So I went in here. The new weight, according to this scale, says 163.6. My old scale said 164. So it shows that I dropped 0.2 pounds from my scale from last week, which I was 164.2. But this is reflecting 163.6. This is going to be my starting point using this scale. So we will see how I do. And over here, I'm still trying to understand what these percentages mean. But if we go into the body composition report, we're going to look at that. Oh, ooh, okay. I love this. Let's go into what this shows, body composition. So my weight is 163.6 and it's telling me I am overweight. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Weight refers to a person's weight. It naturally fluctuates by 1 to, well, over here we do pounds, 2 to 4 pounds daily due to eating, drinking, bodily functions, physical activity, etc. The BMI is 30.1, so body mass index, and that is a formula that estimates a person's body fat for, so my weight and height. And it just says it is just one indicator of health and it doesn't account for muscle mass, bone density, and overall body composition. The body fat percentage is 41%. So the body fat percentage is the percentage of fat in your body relative to your overall body weight. I love that this is breaking down the percentages and actually telling me what it is, because I promise you, I would not know otherwise. This is all new for me. The muscle percentage is 55%. So my muscle percentage is muscle mass as a percentage of body of weight. And it is actually between standard and almost excellent. I am not mad at that. So we are going to continue with the muscle because I need to put on a little bit more muscle and get myself nice and toned. Muscle mass is 90%. Muscle mass is 90 pounds. So muscle mass refers to the total amount of muscle tissue in the body. It includes three main types of muscle: skeleton, smooth, and cardiac. Improving muscle mass not only enhances physical appearance, but also supports overall health and well-being. That's great. So the skeletal muscle percentage is 32.5%. That's above average. Skeletal muscle percentage refers to the amount of muscle attached to the bones. It is crucial for physical strength, posture, mobility, and metabolism. Interesting. The skeletal muscle mass is 53.2 pounds. So skeletal muscle mass is the total amount of muscle attached to the bones in the body. It is one of the most important indicators of physical health, strength, and tongue twister, and metabolic health. The bone percentage is 3.9%. So the bone percentage is bone mass as a percentage of body weight. Bone mass, 6.4 pounds. Bone mass refers to the total weight of bones in the body, serving an important indicator for assessing bone health and the risk of bone disease. Interesting. Protein percentage is 11.8%. This is the protein mass as a percentage of body weight. The body water percentage, for me, this is very good to know because, like I said, I have lymphedema in my left foot. So it is great that I can monitor that. Body water percentage is body water mass as a percentage of body weight. It is at 43.2%. So it's between standard, almost excellent. Body water mass is 70.8 pounds. Body water, an important measure that comes to a healthy body, is the total amount of fluid in a person's body. See, this is where I'm actually kind of curious because while body water is important, I wonder if it's elevating me because I do retain water. So that is something for me to take into consideration. Fat-free mass, 96.6 pounds, refers to all of your body components except fat. It includes your body water, bone, organs. The subcutaneous fat is 29.2%. And this is the fat under the skin, and it serves multiple purposes, such as regulating body temperature, providing cushioning for muscles and bones, and acting as an energy reserve. Oh, it also helps shape body curves and contours. So I can see that because girls got some meat in the back. So that must be subcutaneous fat. I'm kidding. I'm not even sure. All right. But too much can lead to obesity, altering the body's natural shape. I'm going to skip BMR, even though basal metabolic rate, it is the number of calories your body needs to accomplish most basic life-sustaining functions. Okay. Metabolic age is 46. That's not good. My metabolic age is 46. I am 43 years old. It says here that metabolic age is a measure indicating how efficiently your body burns calories compared to others the same age. This is so interesting. A higher metabolic age suggests a slower metabolism and may indicate a need for improvements in health and lifestyle habits. Monitoring and improving it can keep a healthy lifestyle and slow down the aging process. Interesting. Okay. So we're going to take that into account. The waist to hip ratio, 0.89. So I am a little bit over standard, above average. So my waist to hip ratio. My optimal weight is 116.8. If that refers to how I'm supposed to actually weigh, I would look crazy at 116.8 pounds. We are not going nowhere near that number. So let's just come to that realization now. If you guys have been following me from the beginning, my goal weight right now is between 148, 150. The reason for that is, if you guys have noticed, and you guys will see in the side-by-side pictures, my face will be one of the first things to gain weight and also lose weight. If I lose too much weight, it's going to look way too skinny. I have a thin face as it is, and I do not want to look crazy. I want to look healthy. Losing too much weight, especially in my face, will not make me look good. So I am not trying to go that dangerously low because it is not going to look well for me or my body. So take that into consideration and take these measurements a little bit with a grain of salt, because I don't think that I can look good at 116. Like, I once, around 2008, had gotten to be 123 pounds. It was like around that. And it was because I had already my gallbladder taken out, kidney surgery. I was going through stress of life. I was in the middle of my divorce. I lost so much weight. And it did kind of look good in a sense. I mean, I still had my bottom and everything else. I thought I was so cute. And I was in my 20s. I got myself a belly button ring because I hadn't been that skinny in a long time. But my face, like at some point, I looked too skinny, and I don't like to look that skinny. So, you know, we'll see when we get to 148 how we look and if we want to keep on going. So weight level, obesity level 1, thank you for that, and body type overweight. So technically it has me at an obesity level 1, and it says that I am overweight. And then, oh my God, it gives you limb data. And that is absolutely insane. This is very interesting, guys. Let's go over first the results from week 8. According to the scale, according to my normal scale that I had been using, I lost 0.2 pounds. And according to my new scale, I lost 0.6 pounds. So we're talking about a difference of 0.4, almost half a pound difference between that scale and this scale. So like I said, there is going to be a bit of a difference. There was the same thing with the measuring tape. There was a bit of a difference. So I have to anticipate that that was going to happen. But if we're going based off of the old scale, we'll say it was just 0.2, new scale 0.6. I can say that I am actually surprised because I did eat quite a lot while I was in Georgia. And the foods, I mean, it's the South, guys. Like, hello, the hash browns. Listen, I had a lot of food while I was out there. Even though it was like a little bit crazy, I still did eat. Like I said, I don't eat like a full plate of food. I would probably eat half, but I'm pretty sure that all the stuff that I did eat wasn't that great to begin with. So keep that in mind, that if I even lost 0.2 pounds, that's kind of a miracle in and of itself with the way I kind of ate the past week. But I am not mad at it. Like I said, whether it was 0.2 or 0.6 pounds, I am completely happy that I am still losing weight, even if it's not a lot of weight, because it still means that I'm still seeing progress. So at the beginning of this journey, I was weighing in starting weight at 177.8 pounds, guys. 177.8. I am 5'2". I was nearly 180 pounds. And I said at the beginning of this journey that 180 pounds was literally my ending weight for each and every one of my pregnancies. I had 3 children, and at the end of each pregnancy, I literally weighed 180 pounds for each child. And I was weighing 177.8 without child. So can you imagine that this has been the heaviest that I have been in life without being pregnant? Okay, guys, we will now discuss the overall weight loss and measurements lost. So during the first month, from start to month 1, I lost a whole 8.8 pounds. And that was on 2.5 milligrams. Guys, then from month 1 to month 2, I started on 5 milligrams. And you guys know that my first week on 5 milligrams wasn't great. I had a lot of new symptoms. I did not feel good. I was not in a good state, even emotionally, which I think was also other contributing factors. But I also wasn't eating because my hunger was so suppressed. And I do believe that you need to put food into your system so that your metabolism is actually like working. And I feel like it did slow down because I wasn't eating as much. But month 1 to month 2, I lost 5 pounds. My overall weight loss from the beginning of this journey back on July 31st to now, 2 months later, 8 weeks, is a total of 13.8 pounds. 13.8 pounds. Just this month, the second month alone, I lost 5 pounds. And that to me is still progress. It's not the 8.8, and I'm okay with that. It is still progress. Like I've said before, slow and steady wins the race. And I am happy to be here. 13.8 pounds that I probably could not do by myself. I was struggling a lot in my weight loss journey. Since I lost my job in September, all I did was eat. And I stopped exercising. I was just eating. The weight was coming on, and I was not in a good place. Now, guys, for measurements. First month, I lost 2.33 inches in my waist from start at July 31st to the end of month 1, which I believe was August 28th. I lost 2.33 inches from August 28th up until now at the end of my 2-month. It is 0.87 inches. Overall, I've lost in my waist 3.20 inches. Like, hello, hello. 3.20 inches. For my hips, starting July 31st to month 1, I lost 1.47 inches. From month 1, which was August 28th till now, I've lost 0.99 inches. And overall, I've lost 2.46 inches in my hips. Left thigh, July 31st to month 1, I lost 1.84 inches. And from August 28th till now, it says that I've had a regain of 0.83 inches. Not 100% sure, but overall lost 1.1 inch. And I think that the thighs is just in the way that I'm measuring it. So I am kind of taking that with a grain of salt. Right thigh, the start of my journey to the first month, I lost 0.43 inches. And from month 1, which was August 28th till now, it says 0.12. And overall, I lost 0.55 inches. Again, like I take this with a grain of salt because, like the girl had mentioned, if I'm not measuring in the same place every single time, there could be a shift. Or I could also be retaining water because I do have lymphedema in the left leg. So that kind of actually makes a lot of sense, being that I'm seeing it more on my left than my right. I have lymphedema in my left foot, and sometimes the liquid can make my legs look super big. So just to keep that in mind as well, but it could also be how I'm measuring. But I lost overall 0.55 inches in my right thigh and 1.01 in my left overall. Left arm, the start of my journey to month 1, the end of month 1, I lost 2.34 inches. And from month 1 to the end of this month, I lost 0.44 inches. Overall, I've lost 2.78 inches in my left arm. You guys know I got husky arms. Right arm, at the start of this journey to the end of month 1, lost 2.5 inches. And from the end of month 1 to month 2, it says I gained 28 inches. So there was like a slight increase, but overall I've lost 2.30 inches. Again, could be the way I'm measuring if I'm not measuring in the same spot. You know, I got to take this with a grain of salt. Overall, I've almost lost 14 pounds, guys, if we're going to round it off. Almost 14 pounds. That is absolutely insane to me. That is amazing. And over 3 inches in my waist in just 2 months. I am completely amazed with this progress. I am happy. I can't complain, honestly. I have not stayed stagnant, which is amazing. The 5 milligrams, I have noticed that it's slower than the 2.5, and I'm still okay with that. My body is adapting to the 5 milligrams, and I'm just going to keep on pushing forward. I just started my new box for this new month. So we are at the top of the month. So we are 9 weeks in, going in with 5 milligrams. We will see how I do for this month and how much I lose. I am going to start exercising. So I could only imagine that's also going to help. Now, I have to prepare myself mentally that I might not see the scale drop if I am working out, because I will be doing a lot of muscle work, which means I will be working with weights and I will be toning. But now with this new machine, I will probably be able to gauge a little bit more the muscle mass and weight, water weight, and the visceral fat, subcutaneous fat. I'm learning things, guys. I am learning with you guys what this all is, what it all means. All I know is that I am very excited overall for this progress, and I am just happy that you guys are here with me on this journey. So thank you so much for being here, for supporting me from day one. And for all of you guys who have just recently joined, thank you for joining and supporting this journey. I want to join and support your journey too. So please drop your progress updates in the comments section. And now, guys, let me show you real quick a side-by-side picture. We're going to go from the beginning of this journey to month one and now what I currently look like, because these numbers might reflect a little bit of a shift here and there, but the pictures speak for themselves. So take a look at this. Guys, I can tell you that I definitely see the progress in my clothes. And people are now visibly seeing like, oh my God, you look like you've lost so much weight. And it's insane when people say that to me, because I'm like, no, you can't see that. But they can tell, they can see that I've lost the weight. I can see in the pictures, even in Georgia, taking the pictures with my daughter, I'm like, oh my God, like I can totally see that I've lost weight. So I am very happy and excited about this progress. I am excited to continue pushing forward and seeing where I will be by the end of next month. And I can't wait to see what I look like at my goal weight so far. But also, I just kind of want to see myself nice and toned and fit. I'm excited for that. But I can say that overall, my impression being on this GLP-1 is that, for one, it's not for everyone. So I can understand that some people might not do well on GLP-1s or might not have an agreeable opinion about being on a GLP-1. And that's okay. That is your opinion. For me, for my health journey, I think 1,000% that it was the right choice for me. And you can be doing it naturally. And I applaud you for that, because not everyone can. And if you're losing weight all on your own, doing all the right things, I applaud you and I admire you. Like, that is absolutely amazing. For me and others on this journey, like, this is the path for us. And there are people who will judge us for it. And I'm okay with that, because at the end of the day, I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling great within my skin. And that's all that matters to me. The noise of people just talking negatively about it. Some people are genuinely concerned, like, is it safe? And for those people who are genuinely concerned, I thank them for being concerned. But like I said, I am doing this alongside discussing it with my doctor. I have not had any outrageous reactions, so I am thankful for that. And I will keep on going until my body says, hey, you need to stop, because you have to also listen to your body. And I've talked about that before as well. But guys, I am very happy. I can't say it enough that this has been the right path. I am so grateful. I said like a month ago, like, you never say never. At first I said I would never go on that shot, like that, no, that's not for me. And here we are, me eating my words, and absolutely ecstatic because it is working for me. All right, so now without further ado, I want to implement something new on this channel, and I want to do a community spotlight. If you guys are comfortable, leave your name in the comment and your progress, because I want to give you a shout out. I want to appreciate you for being here. I want to thank Monica. Monica, you are always looking forward to my videos and you're always commenting. So thank you, Monica. If that is your name, that's what I see in the screen. But I appreciate you being here. I appreciate my friend Maria from Desbar. Her channel, she has been growing, by the way, like phenomenally. So if you want to check her out, if you're into DIY crafts, I want to thank my friend Liz, who is also on this channel, who is also a content creator, and she does fashion Walmart hauls. Guys, check her out for affordable finds. I am grateful for this community. I am grateful for you guys supporting me. And also a shout out to Clean with Mimi. She also has her channel here. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you for supporting my channel. She does great cleaning inspo and motivation. And y'all, I found my long lost cousin here. Thank you, Jackie, so much. You guys should check her out as well. She does fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. And also shout out to Tammy, who also does weight loss updates. So go check her out. I am grateful to all of you. If you actually have a channel, then please feel free to also drop it, and I will also share it here on this channel. And if you don't have a channel, please share your name. I want to give you a personal shout out. I am very much appreciative of each and every one of you. So thank you so much for being here. May God also bless you in new and amazing ways each and every day. Take care, guys.